Hello everyone, welcome back to Data Speaks and the part 4 and the final video on building an agentic AI chatbot with Hugging Face integrating web search capability. Until the part 3 videos, we have completed so many steps. In this video, we are going to wrap up with the final testing with the capability of this chatbot. Let's straight dive into that. If you have not already checked my previous part 1, 2, and 3 videos in this series, please do not forget to check those because those are really important to understand what we are doing here in this part 4 video. And if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, and thank you for doing that. So here, let's begin this video defining the question that we want to ask to this chatbot, which is simple question, and a sample question, which is what is transformers in AI. So you can ask any other question you would like to. However, just to test the chatbot, I'm defining a simple question. Then here, I'm calling answer and resources variables with the function that we have defined in our previous video, which is answer with web search. If you go back and look at the previous video, you will see that function defined here, answer with web search, and we are defining bunch of parameters here, and also we are using previously defined function in the previous video. So please do not forget to check those. Here, then we have returned the answer and the search result. And that's what exactly we are calling as a variable, answer and the resources. That takes the user's question that we define over here, and then maximum result of the web search. So in the website, we may get so many different responses, different answers. All we want to do is get the maximum of 4 results of the web search. Then I want also the model to use maximum of 300 tokens to generate the answer that we want to get. Then the temperature, we're setting up 0.4, which is the how much creativity or context we want the model to add on it. So we are defining about moderate temperature. If you do not have good understanding about the temperature parameter, please do not forget to check my other video in my YouTube channel. I have explained explicitly what temperature does, how the value changes with the change in the values of temperature. Then once we define all of these parameters, then here we are printing the question here, and then also we are printing the answer. With that, we are saying text wrap dot fill the answer that we are generating over here. Then width we are defining to be 100. Here we are printing the source so that user know from which website or which source the answer was extracted, so that it is point of validation on the quality of the answer that the model has given to the user. So it is really important that we understand the actual source of the answer that model has extracted for us. Now, if I run this, it will give us output answer and the source. Let's run this line of code. So it is running, and now look at this, the answer provided by our chatbot. The question was, what is transformers in AI? The answer that it was generated was transformer are type of neural network architecture in artificial intelligence that excel at processing sequences of data. They are used for a wide range of tasks in different AI domains, including NLP, image recognition, and speech recognition. This is the summarized answer that AI chatbot has created for us. Now, what all the informations were used to generate this summarized and very short, concise answer? All of these were the sources that was used by the model to summarize this answer. Look at this, how powerful and how accurately the chatbot was able to extract the answer, the summary for us. If you want to validate the results, do not hesitate to click on this link and check it out how accurately the model has summarized the answer for you. Most of those links are very familiar to every one of us. So this is how utilizing the capability of large language model and integrating web search can bring accurate, reliable, and trustworthy answers for you on your questions that you want to ask to the chatbot. Now, finally, are you excited for interactive chatbot loop? We want to ask the question to the chatbot interactively and get answers, as many answers we want from the chatbot. Whenever we are ready to exit the chatbot, we can put some keywords to the chatbot and the chatbot will end. So let's define that functionality first. So here we are printing some welcome print statements. And here we are saying type your question or exit or quit or buy to stop the responses from chatbot. So here, while user is interacting with the chatbot, we are letting the user to put the input. We are calling that user question equals input function that allows the user to input their question. That's going to be in the string data format by default. And here, if user question dot lower dot strip, that means we are making the user's question all those characters to be lowercase and stripping any white spaces from the front and back. If they are any one of these, exit, quit, or buy, then chatbot will say, I hope you found this information helpful, goodbye. And then the loop will break. Otherwise, if in other conditions, the chatbot will then call this function answer with the web search that returns two values. One that we have seen here is answer, another one is search result. That's what exactly we are going to get here. We are going to get answer and the sources by providing the user's question. Then we will say print the chatbot, saying this is the response from the chatbot. Then we will have the formatted text, wrapped up text that is the answer that model has given to us, and which is going to be width of 100, how far away we want to write the same answer in the same line. And then here it will print all the resources that the chatbot has utilized to give you the answer. So while running this, we will be able to interactively talk with the chatbot and get the answer that we want to get. Let's run this line of code and let's see the magic happening utilizing the capability of large language model and the web search functionality. And here at the very top of the VS Code, you have option to simply ask your question. So the question I'm going to ask is about the most recent happening. I'll say, what is happening in the FIFA World Cup right now in 2026? So if I would say this question and submit it, then now it is running the line of code over here. And then now our chatbot has executed, and then it is saying Hugging Face web search chatbot, type your question, or say exit, quit, or buy. Here, the chatbot has given us the response. FIFA World Cup 2026 is the 23rd edition of tournament, but the first two feature 48 teams and 3 host countries, Canada, Mexico, and United States. The tournament is set to be the largest ever with 48 nations competing. In 2026, the World Cup will be held in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So it has used all of these websites, including official FIFA website, and it has also used livesoccertv.com. It has used flashscore.in. It has used Google resources. It has used BBC. All of these are super reliable and trustworthy source of getting the answer. Here, our chatbot has an end. It's still running. So now you can ask a follow-up question here. You can also say, which are the countries with the most goal hit in FIFA World Cup 2026? So you can ask this question and then hit enter. The question will be submitted to the chatbot. Now the chatbot will process your question and then it will generate the answer for you. Look at this here. Hugging Face web search chatbot, and the basic prompt of either type your question or say exit, quit, or buy. Now chatbot has given us the response. United States 13 goal, Brazil 12 goal, Argentina 11 goals, France 10 goals, and so on and so forth. It has given us these responses, and that has used the source resources of over here. So that's from Wikipedia, Facebook, Fox Sports, FIFA, Facebook, etc. So this is how it is giving us very reliable and trustworthy answers, not only by the pre-training knowledge of large language model, but also with the knowledge of what is there in the website, in the trusted sources. So this is how our chatbot is helping us to generate and get the most reliable and accurate answer. So this is all in my series of building chatbot with large language model, that is from Hugging Face, and utilizing the capability of web search functionality to increase the accuracy and reliability of the answers provided by the chatbot. So thank you for watching until the last, and specifically until the last part of the video. And if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe so that you stay tuned with the most important and exciting videos in the future series and future videos that I'm going to upload in my channel. So until then, please enjoy learning, and thank you for watching again. I'll see you later in the next video.